Coming up this week on the show,
we got a look at Winter Signing Day.
we go back to the life of a freshman.
And we got to learn a magic trick from Cade.
It's Friday, February 23rd.
And the bus starts right now.
We're on the bus.
Of course we get front row access to the games.
We're in the buzz.
Of course our mics are always dead.
We're on the bus. Of course we haven't recorded anything by Wednesday.
We're on the buzz.
Of course our white balance is always off.
We're on the buzz.
Of course we don't have any story pitch ideas.
Happy Friday, Fort Mill. I'm Jackson.
And I'm Kim. Here's Claire with the sports update.
Hey Fort Mill, I'm Claire Olson and I'm so happy to be bringing you this week's sports. Although this week was short, our soccer team started off their season this weekend with the Milltown Tournament. Our boys made it to finals and sadly lost in a penalty kick to Clover. Both of our basketball teams finished out their final games very strong. They gave it their all this year and ended off with great seasons. Wrestling is our only winter team that still has athletes continuing to compete today and tomorrow. They are reigning back-to-back state team championships, and now a few students head to the individual state championships this weekend. I also attended the Winter Signing Day and got to speak to some of the amazing athletes who just signed with their colleges. Let's go see what they have to say.
I'm Landon Kurtz, and I'm playing football at the University of South Carolina.
I'm Elijah Grant. I run track, and I'm going to Howard University.
I'm Gavin Brandwood. I'm committed to Elon University to play Division I football.
My name is Thomas Ely. I'm going to Virginia State University to play baseball.
Hey, my name is Remy Clark. I do cycling. I'm going for Division I cycling at Milligan University.
I am Mackenzie Finn. I am going to Belmont Abbey College to play women's golf.
I chose Howard University because of the feeling I got when I was up there, especially during the visit. They treated me well, and the team was nice, and I chose that team.
USC always feels like home when I'm there. I love the coaching staff. My family loved it, and I knew that was the right place for me.
I chose Elon because the coaches and just the environment there. The players were super nice. The facilities were really great. And this education was just super good.
I choose Milligan because it's just a beautiful campus. The team is very good, very successful, and the coach is awesome there too, so it seemed right.
I chose Virginia State because it had a good engineering program and the coaches were really welcoming.
I chose it because of the great coaching staff and the beautiful campus.
I started like 3 years ago. I joined a mountain biking team. We did races and stuff, and it kind of took off from there. I started training a lot more, and I had a lot more fun. And I've gotten into the racing, and I guess now I'm going to college for it. So
my dad brought me to the golf course when I was about probably like 2 or so, and I just fell in love with it ever since.
I've been playing baseball since I was about 10, and it's just a love for the game.
I would like to thank my parents, my mom and my dad, but they did just leave, so they're here in spirit.
Yes.
I'm most excited just to be in a place where, really away from home. Yeah. I'm really excited to step out on my own and just be my own man.
I'm just excited to get to Virginia State, play baseball, and see where it takes me. Yeah. I like to thank all my coaches, Coach Collier, Coach Morris, Coach Hamilton, Coach Turner, and then my travel coaches, Coach Cookie and Coach Josh.
Just to always stay at it and stay participated and just have fun.
Yeah, no matter wins or losses, just bet on yourself, and you can't go wrong with that.
Wow, congrats to all of our athletes who are continuing on in their sports career. Our very own wrestling team just won state championships for a second year in a row. Bryce talked to some of our athletes about their accomplishments.
What's up, Yellow Jackets? I'm Bryce Steinbeck, and today I'm giving you a glimpse into wrestling and how they won their state championship.
Wrestling is a difficult sport, so these guys need to be conditioned, not only physically but mentally as well. So that's a big part of our training. We push them in practice, and hopefully they're at this point in the season they're peaking, in their conditioning and in their wrestling as well. Yeah, so obviously, just like I just stated, learned a lot from Coach Brock, and we had a lot of success last year, winning a state championship. But I feel like you can always improve, and just improve in a couple different areas. One of our goals was to improve in the bottom position this year, which I feel like we did a good job with. So, you know, even though we won 2 state championships, we can still improve and still work to get better. So, sure, yeah. We have a great youth program. Obviously, we have a great program here at the high school, but, you know, it is a numbers game, and we're always looking for, you know, any athlete that's interested in coming out and trying the sport. If they're mentally tough and physically tough, we can teach them how to wrestle. That's what I feel like we do a good job with. So if they have a good attitude and they want to come give it a try, we'd love to have them.
That's all I've got for you today, Yellow Jackets. I'm Bryce Steinbach reporting for The Buzz.
Congratulations to the students who got signed, and congrats to the wrestling team for winning states.
Continuing our Black History Month segment, Cooper talks to Rudy Sanders about the impact of his family.
Continuing our Black History Month series, we wanted to highlight John Lester Sanders Jr., so we talked to his son Rudy Sanders to learn more about his father and how he strived to improve Fort Mill and the people in it. His work life got off to an early start when he created his own shoe shining business on Main Street.
He was one of 7 children. He was born in 1914. Later in life, up the road, George Fish School was built. And George Fish School came about in 1925, opened its doors in 1926, and Dad attended there. Shortly after that, his mother passed, my grandmother, Grandma Lily. And so therefore his father needed some extra income in order to keep the house afloat. So he created a shoe shine kit and went up on Main Street, and then still would come uptown to shine the shoes, and then later also get employment to help, as I said before, with making money for the family.
His early start to the work life shaped him into his character that he never strayed from. His efforts even earned him the Ageless Hero Award at age 83.
The overall contributions was the way that he raised the family. And Dad was in so many different organizations, and he was a worshipful master in the Masonic Lodge. He gave service to the George Fish School Safety Patrol, worked with the Fort Mill Police Department. But by and large, it all bore down to family. There are many other highlights that happened in his life, especially after he retired to go into service of landscaping, being service to others. Also, it was a time of civil rights, the Jim Crow era of segregation, and he ended up being a voice for the community of Fort Mill, a voice for in the Paradise section for the voiceless.
Paradise is a historically black community in Fort Mill. John Sanders is also credited for serving the people in Paradise.
Dad's contribution to creating the Paradise community was taking all of the skills that he had developed as a young person under the leadership of J.B. Mills and bringing there a grocery store. And he talked to my mother and said, we're going to build another room onto the house that leads out to Doby Bridge Road, and it's going to be called Sanders Grocery. He created the hours of operating the store. Would be in the morning up until 11 p.m. And then there were no other grocery stores open at that hour, but he would stay open in order to accommodate those workers that got off of the second shift. My father, John Lester Sanders Jr., was inducted into the Fort Mill Hall of Fame.
John Sanders did many great things to make our town a better place. He lived by the philosophy, we only have a short time on this earth, and it's up to us to leave it a little better than we found it. He passed away on September 10th, 2004 at age 90, but his family says they feel he is still walking with them.
The Sanders had such a big impact.
Fort Mill also has people who make great impacts.
We want to recognize someone who we may not normally interact with.
Here's Miss Elder to talk about what she does.
Well, my job on a day-to-day basis tends to change. We do lots of stuff where we help our students with classwork or feeding and helping them in electives. So I attend dance with 4 of my students, and I help them figure out the moves and fully participate in the class. We're here to help our students, just to know that we are here for them, and when we're out in the elective classes, we are also here to help any of you, so should you need it. So don't be afraid to come up to us, say hi, introduce yourself, meet our students. They're all very friendly and they love to say hello. This job has led me to fully take in what I actually want to do in my life. So I am going back to school to get a Master's of Arts in Teaching to become a special education teacher.
We sometimes forget to acknowledge the people that we don't normally see.
Other people we don't tend to see are the freshmen.
I went to the R Wing to talk with them.
Welcome back, guys. We're here with a wild freshman. What is your name?
Brody.
And are you a freshman?
Yes.
We got him, boys. Here we are in the R Wing. It's a very dangerous place. You just stay next to me, okay? Okay, here we go.
Here's where these animals go for an afternoon snack. As you could see, they are not very gentle.
Here we are. As you could hear, it is full of freshmen. Disgusting.
Here we are with 4 of the freshmen. What are you guys' names?
Steven, Broden,
Brayden, Gabe.
And are you guys freshmen?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Well, things are going very well. I really hope nothing bad happens, because that would be terrible. Oh God. Stampede!
Wow, the R Wing is wild.
A few weeks ago, we saw Cade on the show doing his magic.
A bunch of you wanted to know how he does it.
Here's Cade showing us how to do one of his magic tricks.
So I've been asked to reveal a trick to you guys, but according to the Magician's Code, I can't reveal a secret unless you're a magician. So what I'll do is I'll show one main key component of the trick, and it's known as a key card. A key card helps you determine where their card will be. We'll use this card, the 5 of clubs. What we're gonna do with this card is we're gonna place it upside down somewhere in the deck. We'll do right there. And then we're just gonna take this card and lose it. So I have my assistant here, Matt. He's a friend of mine. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pick a card, any card. All right, do you like that card? I do like that Great, card. Show it to the camera. All right. All right, Matt, what I want you to do is I want you to place it on top of the deck for me. All right. Great. I'm going to go through the cards like this. I want you to tell me when to stop. Ready?
Okay, yep.
All right.
Stop.
Right there?
Yep.
All right. Matt, I've cut the deck here, but some magic has just happened. What I will do now is spread the cards, and you will see that your card is faced open, the 5 of clubs.
That is not my card.
No?
No.
And of course it isn't. This is the card that you placed down. But you say, not to worry, Matt, I'm going to use this card to find your card. You see, the 5 is a very interesting number because you can take the positions down. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th position, because you had the 5 of clubs,
Yep.
your card, 6 of clubs.
Yep, that's my card.
Great.
Oh my gosh.
So I showed the magic trick. It might be a little confusing how it works because I only showed a small compartment of the trick. But if you're up to the challenge, I'd like you to figure out the rest.
Thanks, Cade. I'm definitely going to be trying out that magic trick.
Me too. That's all we have for you this week.
Have an
extravagant Friday, Fort Mill.